Can I do the impossible and make the Super Bowl but without winning a game? But RBT, how can you even do that? It doesn't even make sense. Let me explain. Today we're going to have an A team, which will be decided by this wheel of non-playoff teams, which is going to be, oh guys, this is kind of like a cheat code, dude, the Baltimore Ravens, which will be the team that we have to win the Super Bowl with. And we're also going to have a B team, which is going to be the Dallas Cowboys, which is actually kind of perfect. Now, they're the team that needs to go winless today, because we're going to be using the Cowboys solely to make the Ravens as good as humanly possible to turn them into Super Bowl champions. Whether that be us trading the Ravens our best players, or us weakening the Ravens' division rivals, or trading them their division rivals' best players. Absolutely whatever it takes to bring the Ravens to the Super Bowl, while also making our Cowboys so bad that we have to go 0-17. And if we don't successfully complete both of these objectives, I have to give the IRL Super Bowl MVP's jersey away to a lucky subscriber in the comments. Basically, today we're just going to be partaking in a lot of legal collusion. Let's go ahead and get going here, because this is going to be rather strenuous. First bit of business, we need to do some deep dive analysis on this Baltimore Ravens roster, because they didn't miss the playoffs for no reason. We got pretty lucky at the quarterback position, so I don't foresee us having to do anything there. Same thing at running back. And you best believe, as a lifelong diehard Titans fan, I would love to partake in some collusion to help this guy win his first Super Bowl ring. Now, outside of Zay Flowers, the wide receiver room is kind of grim, with the wide receiver 2 being 95-year-old D-Hop. So we one way or another need to help out this wide receiver room. Now, on to tight end, I think Mark Andrews is fine, but we could possibly help him upgrade here. Is it just me, or is it kind of crazy that Mark Andrews at this point in his career is still a 91 rated? I that's a little wild. Now, alongside the offensive line, Ronnie Stanley perfectly fine at left tackle. At center, Tyler Lindenbaum's great. When it comes to left guard, right tackle, they surely could serve to use an upgrade there. Now, moving on to defense, specifically at the edge position, they need a lot of help. Because in Madden, if you're going to win the Super Bowl, you got to have yourselves a premier pass rusher, which they don't have. At D tackle, Matabuike is great, but again, behind him, they definitely could stand to use a little bit of depth. Don't got to worry about upgrading middle linebacker. Don't got to worry about will linebacker. At cornerback, they definitely probably could use a better 2 than Chidobe Awuzie. Now, at free safety, Malachi Starks is fine IRL, but in Madden, dude, you need high-rated players. He's going to be great long-term, but if they're going to win the Super Bowl this next season, and I'm going to save some money, probably need to get ourselves one way or another an 85, 86 rated free safety bare minimum. And thankfully, that's the only safety we're going to have to get, because Kyle Hamilton is perfectly fine on the other side. Now, let's get to cooking, boys, because this is going to take one very long, hot minute. Now, I also want to say, boys, today's idea is already pretty wild on its own, so I promise you the rest of this video, we're not going to play by the rules, we're not going to be ethical. We're going to manipulate everything in this Madden franchise humanly possible to make the Ravens as good as possible. And to begin our unethical practice, we're going to start by signing every free agent that the Dallas Cowboys can afford with any bit of value. I'm not trolling you, dude. Every single free agent that has a decent overall that we could trade for something, like even like a 5th, 6th round pick. So we're going to be sat here for a hot minute. Juwan Bentley, welcome down. Quandre Diggs, welcome to Dallas temporarily. Let's bring in Matthew Judon, Kendall Fuller, Marcus Williams, the former Raven himself. Oh, even bring in a young, hungry wide receiver and Elijah Moore. Oh, Beanie Bishop, 75 rated cornerback, some young meat. Also, this game loves running backs when it comes to trades. So let's lock in Elijah Mitchell. Let's lock in Cam Akers. I promise you guys, every single one of those players we just locked down is going to end up being huge for us today. Now, do I just start by simply trading away my best players to the Ravens, or do I need to be smarter about this? Like, I don't know if I should just give them up or use them in trades to hurt the Ravens' division rivals. No, let's begin by doing the obvious moves. CeeDee Lamb, he is 100% going to be a Baltimore Raven, but think about it, at the same exact time, I need all their draft picks as possible, because I can't trade players from the Ravens directly. I'm kind of just an intermediary, but I can acquire their draft picks and then use them in trades to acquire players to trade to the Ravens at that point. So, like, would the Ravens be willing to give me multiple first-round picks, multiple seconds for CeeDee Lamb? Like, this is actually more, I believe, than what the Cowboys got for Micah Parsons. Well, let's try it. This is Madden. CeeDee Lamb's a high-rated receiver. The Ravens desperately need him. Let's lock it in, send it in. Oh, it's close. gross. I mean, I guess we can just go ahead and trade him George Pickens too. I mean, if we traded them George Pickens, we might as well go ahead and try to get their other first and other second round pick. Dude, this would give us 3 extra firsts over the next 3 years straight away. 3 extra seconds would be huge. So let's go ahead, send it through. Declined again, unfortunately. So again, I gotta be smart about this. I guess we could go ahead and send in Kendall Fuller, and there it is. We have a plethora of draft picks to play with now. Now, to be completely honest with you, there's only a couple other candidates that I'm thinking about directly trading to the Ravens, because there's really not that many good players on this Cowboys roster. But I think the obvious choices: Tyler Smith, Quinn Williams, and if worse comes to worse, they could use Tyler Booker, and at the same time try to milk him for every single possible draft pick. So Tyler Smith, Quinn Williams, Tyler Booker, has literally 3 new starters for him, and we're acquiring 3 extra thirds, 3 extra fourths, which are absolutely going to accept this. So already, dude, the Ravens got to be one of the best teams in the National Football League, and we're not even close to even getting started. The one problem I thought we were going to run into was the cap space issue, but even after taking on all those contracts, they have $16 million in cap room. I think the game is kind of glitched in franchise mode now. There's some crazy stuff that goes on in the cap space when you trade players away. I don't think it's accurate, but at least it's going to help us out in this challenge. They still got 16 mil to work with. So let's diagnose them now, man. They got freaking CeeDee Lamb, Zay Flowers, and George Pickens to throw to. So honestly, I don't have to add another receiver. And if we did absolutely nothing else to the offensive line, so got Stanley, now got Tyler Smith at left guard, Lindenbaum holding it down at center, at right guard, young Tyler Booker, who we still could potentially upgrade, and at right tackle, Rosengarten, who I am hoping we can upgrade. But unfortunately, outside of adding Quinn Williams as a defensive tackle number 2, haven't really done much to the defense, unfortunately, because the Cowboys didn't have much to start with. Now, boys, this is when things are going to start to get very, very crazy, as we're going to try to start to hurt their division rivals. Now, the first player I thought of that would completely shake this division up is if we could acquire TJ Watt and then immediately trade him to the Baltimore Ravens. Also, I mean, they could use Jalen Ramsey, too. They need free safety pretty bad, and I don't think he'd be that hard to get because he's freaking 30 years old. So let's try something crazy here. Let's actually try to bring in TJ Watt, Jalen Ramsey, and Joey Porter in the same trade. If it's too hard, we don't need Joey Porter right now. He'd be nice for the Ravens. It seems like a lot to get in a trade, but remember, dude, we have 3 first-round picks, 2 the following year, and then 2 the year after that. So we have a ton of ammo to work with right now. Not to mention, we got Dak Prescott still, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I wonder if this would be accepted straight up, because this is a freaking 91 rated quarterback, and you guys all know in Madden franchise, this game values quarterback so much higher than every other position, just like it is in real life. So I'm not even trolling you. This would get accepted straight up. But I don't want to use Dak Prescott just yet, because he might be very vital in a crazy trade a little bit later. Now, players we can use in a trade that's not Dak Prescott: Christian Wilkins. They also need running back in Pittsburgh, so we can trade away Javonte Williams, and also wouldn't mind trading away Jake Ferguson. It doesn't say they're interested in any of these 3, but I promise you they are. I mean, it's not going to be accepted, obviously, because freaking TJ Watt we're trying to get. I want to see how close this does get us. Oh god, that's a lot worse than what I thought. So what if we did take out Joey Porter, because all I really care about is Jalen Ramsey and TJ Watt. Honestly, didn't bump up at all. I want you guys to keep in mind as well the rules of this challenge. Like, it doesn't matter if the Ravens win the Super Bowl. Like, if we fail to go 0-17, we don't complete the challenge. So at the end of everything, we got to make sure we make this team as bad as physically possible. First, let's focus on bringing in some big boy players. Again, it's like maybe 1/4 of the way to being accepted, so it's going to take some big boy draft picks, but thank God we got a lot of them. So let's just throw in the 12th overall pick in the draft, see what the Steelers say. Bumped it up big time, boys. I don't even think it's going to take another first round pick. If we just threw in a second, submit it through, it's in the green. It probably will take another first round pick, but we're going to try one more second, submit it through, declined again. But let me lock in one more first round pick from 2027, which would still leave us with like 4. Submit it through, declined again. Now let's see. That second round pick is enough. That's just like, that just makes me so mad. What if I threw in like Deron Bland instead? Trade was accepted. Liked him a lot more than Jake Ferguson. So right now, we've added Jalen Ramsey and TJ Watt. But I'm telling you right now, boys, you best believe they're not going to be long-term members of the Dallas Cowboys. Immediately getting shipped on to the Baltimore Ravens, which I'm just going to try try to honestly get the rest of their draft picks for the next 3 years. Actually, hold on. I need to be smarter about this because is the better thing to do here is acquire players that are good quality players that can get value in return but aren't going to end up starting for them. That actually might be the best move here. Let me actually take out the crappier picks. So who are a few players that actually fit that criteria? I mean, I'm assuming Malachi Stark since Jalen Ramsey's going to start over him. Like I said, I'm going to try to help him upgrade over to Chidobe Awuzie so we can get him in. Like an 83 overall should get us some decent value. Maybe Roger Rosengarten, he's 78 rated, could use him for something. I mean, this is no question. The Ravens are absolutely going to accept this as they get to add TJ Watt and Jalen Ramsey to their defense. So I do want to check out their lineup really fast. The team is up to a 90 overall, 92 offense, 89 defense. And I'm telling you, boys, we are so far away from being done, man. We are just getting this party started. Still so much so we can improve on this defense. I also forgot about somebody. Yeah, I don't think the Ravens would mind having the best kicker in all of football. I have no idea what the best kicker in this game would acquire in a trade. Let's just see if they give me 3 6 and 2 7s. Okay, to my surprise, they accept. I suppose Brandon's worth it. We've already heard the Steelers. What about the Browns? Like, obviously, the man we want is Myles Garrett. I just don't know if it's possible. Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, and Devin Bush would be perfect. And this is 100% where I'm willing to trade away Dak Prescott. Again, I just don't think in real life they would accept this. Like, the Browns would die to have Dak Prescott at quarterback. But would they be willing to give up Myles Garrett, arguably the best defensive player of all time? Denzel Ward, one of the best corners in football? Devin Bush, a solid linebacker? Like, I genuinely don't have a clue. But even if this is not accepted, boys, keep in mind, still got multiple first-round picks, multiple picks in general. We still have so many other players we can trade away to acquire other things. So I still have a lot of room to be cooking. But let us see straight up. Oh, I love it! I actually cannot believe what I'm seeing. Now, we could trade away Chidobe Awuzie. We could trade away Jadeveon Clowney. You know, they need an edge rusher in return. Don't know if that'll be enough, though, to accept, which, my friends, it is. We have just brought in Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, Devin Bush to Dallas, but immediately are going to be shipped on to the upcoming Super Bowl champions. Okay, Cowboys fans, got yourself a good haul. I mean, I'm sure these guys are over the moon to be out of Cleveland. So what is the Ravens overall now? Up to a 92 with a 92 offense and 93 defense. Like, that's incredible off the surface, but we can do better. Like, honestly, I cannot believe a team that now has TJ Watt and Myles Garrett on the same defensive line. It's not higher than a 92 rated. God, dude, this Cowboys team is so bad. The thing is, though, for you to guarantee that you don't win a single game all year, you have to be, like, historically bad. Like, yes, this team is currently pretty bad, but at the same time, like, I think they still could win 4 or 5 games this year. We gotta make them worse. And we still have a ton of players to trade away and a ton of draft picks. I suppose now we see how we could hurt the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, the dream, obviously, bring in Jamar Chase. I just don't know, though. I feel like the only way we could possibly brought in Jamar Chase was trade away Dak Prescott to the Bengals, although I don't know why they want him since they have Joe Burrow. Like, the ultimate way to hurt the Bengals would be to trade for Joe Burrow and send him elsewhere, but that's just not gonna happen. It's not possible. But maybe, just maybe, if I play my cards right, we could, in fact, bring in Jamar Chase. I mean, realistically, if this was IRL, it'd probably take 3 first-round picks. I don't know, though, if in Madden it'd be enough. Like, keep in mind, Micah Parsons, it only took, what, 2 first-round picks? Hey, the Bengals need a tight end. We got one we can give you. The game loves running back, so free agent that we signed, Elijah Mitchell, he'll be thrown in. They also need defensive tackle, and I suppose we could trade away Kenny Clark, funny enough, who they got in the Micah Parsons trade. So let's see, man. Lock it in. 3 first-round picks. Jake Ferguson, Elijah Mitchell, Kenny Clark. One of the craziest trades in NFL history. We shall submit it through, and Jamar Chase is a Dallas Cowboy. Oh my God, dude. Things are about to get so freaking crazy. So what I'm going to do here to be smart about all this is obviously I'm trading Jamar Chase to the Ravens. But in Madden Simulation, you only need 3 receivers. Like, 4 is an overkill because only 3 put up stats for you. So I'm wondering if I should reacquire either George Pickens or Zay Flowers and then use them in a trade to acquire a better player at a position the Baltimore Ravens actually need and just keep on cooking from there. So let's see if we can bring back one of these two guys. I assume Zay Flowers is a scheme fit. He's an OG Raven. So let's bring back George. Well, we also could bring in Trenton Simpson. I don't know why I'm sitting here acting like the Ravens aren't going to accept this. They're 100% going to accept this trade as they add Jamar Chase from their division rival via a third party. Now let's see what we can get for George Pickens. And keep in mind, do we still have so many draft picks? Like, I believe we still have 2 more firsts. I think it's pretty clear the Ravens' #1 need right now is the right tackle position. So let's see what we can do. Oh, actually, I have the perfect candidate. Lane Johnson from the Philadelphia Eagles. Also, Zach Bond will be the freaking cherry on top. So obviously, they're not going to accept George Pickens straight up. But again, we have so many picks we can throw in here. I want to try to avoid using my first if possible. So let's see. Multiple thirds. We have multiple seconds. So can we bring in the best right tackle in football in Zach Bond, who will immediately go to the Baltimore Ravens for Pickens, 3 thirds, 2 seconds. Let's see how dumb this game truly is. I think it might be accepted because Lane Johnson is a little on up there in age. He's 35. You guys know how this game is. The older you are, easy it is to trade for. Even Zach Bond, like I know he's only 28, but still in Madden's eyes, a little bit older. So submit it through, decline. So unfortunately, probably will have to use one of our first round picks. Unless they want like another player instead, which is not the case. So yeah, we're gonna have to part ways with my ever so fabulous first round pick from 2028. Submit this bad boy through and it's still declined. Wait, I can throw in my third round pick from this year? Oh, that's so gross. I think this is where I have to start to finesse a little bit. I'm gonna try to turn this package into a second round pick from the Carolina Panthers, which I love this game. Best game of all time. Is that enough? Not quite, but maybe one more second round pick. Please lock it in, Howie. Oh, this is when I get frustrated. Ooh, use a third round pick from this year instead. Oh, come on. It's going to take another second. This is going to be our biggest trade so far, it feels like. A third second round pick thrown in the deal. Trade officially accepted. I know it's a big package we had to send to Philadelphia, but brother, we bring in Lane Johnson, Zach Bond for George, 3 seconds, a third, and a first. Yeah, guys, I think they cooked the whole cap space situation after the last update because we have traded the Ravens probably $200 million worth of contract, and their cap room has only went down like maybe a max of $10 million. Like, you automatically see Lane Johnson and Zach Bond, their cap hits are $500K. I don't know, loophole, I suppose. But now I can immediately get Devin Bush back and use him in a trade. And with this, fellas, the Baltimore Ravens continue to turn into the best team of all time. Brother, bringing this team up to a 96 overall with a 97 offense and 95 defense. Like, there is a chance, a slim one, but an opportunity that we can get this team up to a 99 overall across the board. Would probably have to improve, like maybe right guard, maybe left tackle, on defense a few positions, like possibly. I mean, where really? I mean, maybe we could use one more good corner. I don't know. Man, we've brought the Cowboys down to a 75 overall. That's just so depressing. But still, after everything we've traded away, dude, there's still so many picks we have left. I know a lot of them are later picks, except in 2028, we still have a first, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. But what I could do, it'd take me a hot minute, but I could sit here and trade up, and try to acquire as many first round picks as humanly possible. I really think I could turn all these extra picks into possibly 2, maybe 3 more first rounders. But before I get way too unethical with it, there's still some more ethical work I can put in here. What are the odds I could bring in Quinn here? This would be crazy. Really, all I can give him, is Devin Bush. We can give him Roger Rosengarten. We can give him rookie Malachi Starks. Let's just see where this is in Broncos Sean Payton land. A little bit less than halfway. I really don't want to have to trade away my first round pick if I got to, but why not fill the biggest position of need from the Ravens if I can? Let's try getting away with a couple thirds and a second. See what Sean Payton says about this. It's in the green. But more than likely, it is going to take that final first round selection, which again, I'm fairly confident I can turn some of these picks into extra first. But in the meantime, first round pick added into this deal. It's in the green. It's going to take some more. Like a third from this year, maybe a fourth, submit it through. It is so close. It is sickeningly close. Well, let's follow up with a third round selection from 2027, and we just brought in the best right guard in the National Football League, who is immediately going to become a Baltimore Raven. Well, let me sit here for a hot minute, boys. Let me cook, let me grind. So I sat there non-stop grinding, non-stop hustling, working those phones, and after over 30 minutes of finagling, we've accumulated 3 more first round picks, including the #1 overall selection. So we don't have much left, but some insane picks to continue to improve this Ravens roster. And I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even know where to improve at right now. Like, do I try to get better than Ronnie Stanley? Maybe a better left tackle and maybe a better cornerback too. And guys, I don't want you to underestimate how much power this #1 overall projected pick has. I'm telling you guys, we could easily get ourselves an all-pro caliber player. But the question is, do we further weaken one of the rivals or do we go elsewhere? Because I'm not just gonna like hurt the rivals just to hurt them. It's gotta be a fit for the Ravens. And I really don't think there's anybody else in the rest of the division that makes the team any better. Like, not a soul on the Browns roster would even start for the Ravens. So we may have to look elsewhere. Hold on a second. I just got an insane thought in my brain. Do we pull this off? Pat Surtain from the Denver Broncos at the same time trying to double dip and bring in Garrett Bowles from the Denver Broncos. I'm telling you, if we pull this off, it'll be the greatest heist in the history of the National Football League. But keep in mind, brother, we have some ammo to use. If I have to use all 3 first-round picks here, I'd be willing to do it. I don't think we'll have to, though, because, again, this first-round pick is crazy. Now, I think I could use it on its own, maybe, plus a few players. We've got Ty Booker here, who they might want, which they do. That's actually huge. We got Rashad Bateman, who would be one of the best receivers on the Broncos immediately. And then Osa. Let's try this and see what the Broncos say. It's in the yellow, but, boys, that is salvageable. I, honest to God, cannot believe what we're about to pull off here, boys. We are about to throw in this second round pick, basically a first round pick. It's the 33rd pick, so pretty much. Oh, what about pick 67 as well? Let's just throw the second in. At first, trades declined, but is pick number 67 the key? Is it really that simple? For an all-pro cornerback and an all-pro left tackle, trade. Oh, it's sickening. Hold on, you best believe I can cook a little bit more. Maybe the Broncos will give me their second round pick in exchange for, I don't know, Phil Maffa. This game loves running backs. We could also give him Joe Milton. Game loves QBs. What about Sam Williams? So Phil Maffa, Joe Milton, Sam Williams. Move up 12 spots. Right? No, it's at 8 spots. Can't do math. I'm from Alabama, dumb hick. Submit it through. Trades accepted. But the question is that enough? Here we have it. The #1 overall pick. The 33rd overall pick. 62nd overall pick. Rashad Bateman, Tyler Booker, Osa for Pat Surtain, Garrett Bowles, submitted through Sean Payton, who is currently my favorite human on planet Earth. He has given us his best 2 players, which I guess I'll get Kendall Fuller back and Ronnie. Dude, the team we're building over there in Baltimore as a third party should not be allowed by the U.S. government. No chance. Which officially has the team up to a 97 overall with a 99 offense and 96 defense. So we've hit it on offense. What do we have to do now to this defense? I don't know. Like, would it help out the teams overall if we got a better D-tackle 3? Like, I don't know. Is a 99 overall defense even possible? Wait, what's the Cowboys looking like now? We are a 74 overall team, even though we have a kicker at quarterback and a fullback at running back. Oh, dude, this is so gross, man. It's like giving me chlamydia. I wonder if it's because they don't have a Sam linebacker on the roster. I don't know what that would necessarily change, but maybe we get the best one in the game if possible, which I think is on the Chiefs. Yep, Mr. Leo on a 1-year deal, 84 rated, by far the highest rated Sam linebacker in the entire game, so we'll try to get him, which he shouldn't be that difficult to get, to be completely honest with you. I feel like we might be able to get away with trading away Trenton Simpson, maybe Ardarius Washington, maybe Flournoy. So now we're trading away 3 players at their top positions of need. So will this be accepted straight up? Not even close. What if we threw in pick number 67? Again, is that the key? What? Wait, I forgot. We gotta get players to fill out the roster. We'll sign the worst quarterback out there. Nathan Peterman will be our starting quarterback for the Cowboys this year. Brother, this video is turning into a poetry book. And who's the worst running back? Tyon Evans. Like, how bad do you have to be a 57 overall running back? So now the trade should be accepted, which unfortunately they didn't do anything to our teams overall. It actually brought it down. What do you mean? team. So I guess all there is to do at this point is just try to find and trade for the highest rated defensive players possible, because I honestly don't even know if it's possible to make a 99 overall defense in this game. I mean, we still have some pretty good players we can trade away, plus a handful of really good draft picks left. Obviously looking to trade away Ronnie for something pretty big. Let's see what offers we get. I'm really just trying to find the highest rated player possible. Who is the highest rated defensive tackle that I can realistically bring in here? Garrett Brown from the Carolina Panthers. What are the odds? What's this looking like straight up? A little bit less than halfway, so this is doable. You know, Will linebacker, we got DeMarvion Overshown. Also give you Cooper BB. How much does that improve things? Up into like the orange. So is it simply just a first round pick away? Bring in Derek Brown. Oh my God! Like, surely this is gotta be a massive bump to the old overall, right? What do you mean the team didn't even go up in overall? The defense just went from 95 to 96 again. I mean, genuinely, where can we improve, dude? We have Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, and freaking defensive tackle got Quinton Williams, Derek Brown, Matt Abuike. I suppose we'll try to figure something out. Like maybe bringing in one more stud corner? I mean, literally all I can offer now is my first round picks. All I got left. Throw in Travis Jones, Justin Simmons, Mike Green. Really don't know if this is going to be enough, which it is not. We do have that third round pick. I don't know though. Let me see. It says they need a tight end. Let's see if I can hold on to that third round pick for now. We do have Isaiah Likely that we got from the Ravens that we can trade away. Hopefully, they'll accept this, which they don't. This is rough. I want to hold on to that third round pick as long as I possibly can. But if we threw in the higher rated player, Quandre Diggs, instead of the rookie, trade is accepted. We just brought in Trent freaking McDuffie, dude. Which, again, they don't need another corner, so we could bring back Marlon Humphrey, use him, maybe upgrade somewhere else. Dude, the Ravens, they gotta have the best team of all time already. Before we go check to see if the overall went up to 99, we're gonna try to make another trade here. See what we can get for Marlon Humphrey. I mean, is there a higher rated will linebacker than Zach Vaughn? No, he's literally the highest rated in the entire game, so why in the world does it say they need a will linebacker? Well, maybe we could get better than Mark Andrews at tight end if possible. Like, what are the odds we could bring in a Brock Bowers? Probably very low, right? They are interested in Marlon Humphrey. While all else I have is Malik Hooker, or I could trade them a bunch of rookies like Mike Green they might really like. They could have him opposite side of Max Crosby. Why not add two young pass rushers while you're at it? So they might have interest in these two guys. I mean, they're really good rookies. And again, we have that third round pick that we can throw in. It's not even freaking close. It's closer for Trey McBride. Maybe because of the age factor? What if instead we went George Kittle since he's 31 years old? How about that? About the same. I got an idea, boys. I got an idea. We just got a third round pick for these scrubs, and we're going to try and turn that third round pick into a relatively high second rounder, and going to try to get one of our third rounders back from the Broncos, which this game is so dumb, dude. So now, my friends, is this enough to bring in Trey McBride? Come on, Arizona. You know you want to. Get a new #1 cornerback, two really good edge rushers, which you need desperately, a second, 2 threes, arguably the best tight end in football. It's declined again. Trust me, I'm about to put in some more work. As though I'm very, very quickly running out of players. I was, though, able to swap about 12 picks here for a bunch of crap, and I'm assuming this should be enough to acquire a second round pick traded up from a third. Come on, brother, I am begging you, please tell me this is enough to bring in Trey McBride. Again, it isn't, but we have one more pick, a 65th overall selection in the third round to bring in the game's best tight end, and the trade was accepted. Which means we still can trade for Mark Andrews, so hold on a second. Still can do something with them. I'm wondering if we're at the point where we should just try and hurt our division rivals a little bit more. Like, should we try to bring in a Trey Hendrickson maybe? I know we really don't need him, but like, there's just nobody in the Browns that entices me whatsoever. I mean, I guess with the Steelers, we could try to bring in Cameron Hayward. I mean, like, Cameron Hayward's old, so this really might be accepted straight up. I mean, he's probably gonna retire for this year. He's 95 rated though. So Mark Andrews for Cameron Hayward, straight up, easy peasy. Which again, I suppose I could get Quinton Williams back and then use him in a trade. See how long we can do this for, if they accept. I mean, again, he's old. Okay, simple enough. I don't know, is there a higher rated safety than Jalen Ramsey in the game? No, Jesse Bates is tied, so I don't think we can upgrade there. No, I just look, we had the highest rated strong safety in the game too. So I don't know, maybe try to get a better center? And Ryan Kelly's a little bit older, but he's 3 overall higher than Tyler Lindenbaum. Reed Humphrey, but I don't know if we have enough for him. him. I mean, he's the only real upgrade outside of Ryan Kelly, so let's try it. The game's weird sometimes, so honestly, who knows? Just throw in as many players as possible. Let's see what they say. Oh, it's so close to being accepted. Gosh dang it. Maybe what we finish off by doing is just hurting a division rival a little bit more. Maybe we go after the Bengals, because I think they're the biggest threat to beat the Ravens with Joe Burrow at QB. I mean, I know he doesn't have Jamar Chase anymore, but maybe we can go ahead and take Trey Hendrickson from him. We would be giving him Quentin Williams, though. So this honestly might be kind of counterproductive if I'm being honest. Ooh, what about Quentin Nelson? They need defensive tackle desperately, although they don't want Quentin Williams for some reason. But like D tackle for guard, I feel like it would be a no-brainer. Okay, I'm apparently wrong. Looks like I'm bringing Joe Thuney since he's older. Oh, whoa. The old person's home is the meta. Let's throw in James Houston, Siobhan Revell. Is that enough? Like, I don't even think that budged at all. I don't have any picks either. You know what? Let me do some finessing. Bucks just gave me a 4 and 5 for this garbage. Just got another 4th from the Browns for 369 rated. Horny. So will the addition of these picks be enough? 2 4s and a 5. Trade officially accepted. The highest rated left guard in the National Football League is now Baltimore Ravens. Oh my God, it's been done. Team is now a 99 overall across the board. I don't know who did it. I don't know who put us over the line. Well, brother, there is no shot. Oh, wait, why? Why is this game so dumb? What are we doing here? But there's no playing it right where this team doesn't go out and win the Super Bowl. I mean, they're going to break the team sack record, the team pick record, the team forced fumble record. Lamar Jackson's probably going to break every single season passing record. Derrick Henry going to break every single season rushing record. But I think it's safe to say, in my opinion, it's much more likely than not that this team is at least Super Bowl favorites. But now the question, is this team bad enough to go 0-17? Like, I think so. I do need to sign some players, though, because we can't go in without a starting lineup. We unfortunately need more running backs on the roster because we currently only have one. So Cameron Peoples, former Appalachian State great, is going to be our backup. You know what? Frank Gore Jr., he's going to be the 3rd string just because he's a cool guy. Like, what's that swag, though? I also think we have 1 wide receiver on the entire roster, so we need to sign a few more. We can sign Jacoby George, Jacoby Jones. This is going to be 1 stacked roster. And why not this white boy? I also don't believe I employ a tight end, so I suppose it's not a big deal, you know, to sign a 56 rated guy that didn't even go to college. Guess it also shouldn't be a big deal if I sign Kevin Rader. And more importantly now, I do need a backup QB, which, who's the best option? You know what? Ben DiNucci. I think he's an analyst now. Couldn't think of anybody better for the tank job. At least now I guess we got a starter at every position, although it not be good ones. But when it comes to the ultimate scheme, the ultimate plan for this team to go winless, we gotta take it 1 step further. Funny enough, what I think we're gonna do is actually run the Baltimore Ravens offense. Just because they suck so bad, the Cincinnati Bengals defense. But with Nathan Peterman running the Baltimore Ravens offense, probably run the football 150 times this season, and with this guy supposed to be Derrick Henry in that offense, there's just no way we win a game. There's just no chance. So it all comes down to this, fellas. Time to simulate to the playoffs. If we have gone the regular season winless, and the Ravens have gone the regular season hopefully undefeated at bare minimum 1st round bye, we are well on our way, boys, to completing the challenge without directly winning a game for the Ravens. Yes! Step 1 complete! Oh, I was so worried with the dumb simulation that we were gonna win a single game, but thank God we have gone the regular season winless. I gotta see the schedule. How bad did we get beat? What was a touchdown game against the Bears? A touchdown game against the Panthers? But outside of that, dude, we got beat pretty goddamn bad every game this entire season, including a 45-10 loss against the Eagles. But most importantly, how did the Baltimore Ravens do? Please, please tell me they went undefeated. They went 16-1. That's fine. I really wish they would have undefeated, but 16-1 is phenomenal. I do have to see, though, like, who the heck beat them? The Browns? The Cleveland freaking Browns? Please tell me they beat them by 90. Yep, the second time they played them, 38-0. That's perfect. The Browns surely didn't make the playoffs this season, so there's no reason we need to worry. They're going to beat us in the playoffs and keep us from the Super Bowl. Screw the 1 loss. All that matters is we earned that 1st round bye. Well, they quite easily hit the league's #1 offense. I mean, they gained 600 more yards than the Bills in 2nd. Defensively, #1 as well. Nathan Peterman wasn't good. We couldn't run the ball. I mean, Jacoby George and Jacoby Jones did good, all things considered. So did Jay Toya. What a guy. What about out for the Baltimore Ravens defensively. Oh my God. TJ Watt, Myles Garrett, both with 18.5 sacks. Derrick Brown, not too shabby with 12. About the offense, though. Lamar Jackson, 4,800 yards, 49 touchdowns, only 5 picks, 73% completion percentage. On the ground, Derrick Henry, 1,652 yards, 21 tutties. Jamar Chase went the frick off, 1,664 yards, 21 touchdowns. Zay Flowers, great season. CeeDee Lamb's a little bit outside of 1,000 yards on the year. Trey McBride, not bad. Not his normal numbers, but not bad. Had a lot of mouths to feed in this offense. Not a shocker, Lamar Jackson wins MVP. Jamar Chase on his new squad wins Offensive Player of the Year, I'm assuming as well. Who got robbed at Defensive Player of the Year? Come on, man. Let's lock this thing in here. We are going to simulate all the way to the Super Bowl. And if the Ravens don't make it, this game is a complete freaking scam. I better click this button. And once this simulation ends, up top, it better say Ravens. Oh, thank God. Relieved is an understatement. I was confident, but this game is known to be dumb sometimes. Very odd game against the Bills in the divisional round, 17-5. Squeak past the Patriots by 9 to advance into the Super Bowl against the NFC 1 seed Eagles. So what they do this season? They went 13-4. It should be no match. Come on, man. Let's lock this thing in here. Let's complete this challenge. Win the Super Bowl. All while as the Cowboys, we went 0-17. If we lose, I am telling you there is something deeply wrong with this franchise. Oh, thank God. 28-14. I promise you, I have seen better teams lose in these dumb challenges. But today, my friends, today we succeed. Now, if you're enjoying the wild, nonsensical, dumb, pointless, stupid Madden challenges, click right here to watch another one.